Welcome back to the Detroit Tigers franchise on MLB the Show 20. I'm your host, longtime listener. Drop a like, subscribe, comment below. As you see the standings there, the Tigers off to a 12-6 start. Winners of 4 in a row coming into this one, where we are going to square off with the Toronto Blue Jays at Comerica Park. The Blue Jays coming into this ball game at 8-10. And the Tigers look to keep it rolling in the early going this season, as a lot of new faces on this roster, and things are going well so far, partly because of the man you see on the left edge of your screen there, Mr. Bert Kohler, swinging a hot bat, the #1 overall draft pick in the 2020 MLB draft. On the hill for the Tigers is Xiaoqing Chang. Through 3 starts, he's pitched okay. You look at the whip, it's 1.11, which is very solid. The ERA is a little bit inflated, but he's keeping the walks down, which is what we want to see out of him this year. And if he pitches like that the rest of this year, we're going to be really happy with what we get out of him. First batter he faces is Bernardo Nieves, and he singles up the middle. So just like that, there's a runner on for the Blue Jays in the first. Then it's Cavan Biggio, but before he gets a chance, there goes Nieves. He's into second with a stolen base. Later in the at-bat, 3-2 pitch. Biggio couldn't hold up on the fastball in off the plate. Would have been ball 4, but instead it's the first strikeout for Chang and first out of the inning. Then Gardenhire decides to go ahead and just put on Vlad Guerrero Jr. to set up the double play. But unfortunately, Chang losing the command there as he walks Gurriel Jr. to load the bases. Then it's Teoscar Hernandez. He chases one that would have been ball 4 as well. Now it's 2 down in the inning. Bases still loaded. Another full count, and he walks Travis Shaw as he lays off the fastball that's up out of the zone. Brings in a run, and it's 1-0. Next batter is Randall Grichuk. He singles into right. 1 run is going to score. Bases still loaded, 2 away, and now 2-0. Here in the first inning, so rough start for Chang, but he does come back to get Reese McGuire to just hit a chopper down to third, steps on the bag, and that ends the threat here. But the Blue Jays with a great start as they put up a 2 spot in the top half of the first, and now the Tigers going to have to go to work. On the hill for the Blue Jays is Martin Perez. He's pitched well through 3 starts, kind of the opposite really of Chang in that his whip is up, but his ERA is down. Command has been a struggle with 9 walks through 17 innings of work, so we'll keep an eye on that. But the first batter he faces, Nico Goodrum, he gets under that one, handled in left with no trouble for the first out. Then it's Lawrence Walker, 1-2 pitch to him. He gets pretty good wood on this, but unfortunately it's going to be right at the center fielder for the second out. Then Michael Brantley, he gets a pitch to hit, takes it into left field for a single, and the Tigers have their first base runner of the ball game. Next batter is C.J. Cron, 3-2 pitch to him. It was hittable, but down, and he kind of got out in front of the cutter, and it's strike 3 to end the inning. Good start for Perez and the Blue Jays. On to the second, 0-2 pitch to Brian O'Grady. Nice curve from Chang there, picks up another strikeout. That's his third of the early going. And then it was Bernardo Nieves, hits one to third, little soft liner that's handled by Nueze for the second out. And then Cavan Biggio, another 3-2 count. So the pitch count way up there for Chang early. There's another walk, but he threw nearly 40 pitches in the first inning, and that's definitely something to keep an eye on. But he does come back to get Guerrero swinging to end the inning. 4 strikeouts for Chang now as we go to the bottom of the second. First batter, Bert Kohler, kind of soft liner. Takes a hop, but he gets him at first for the first out. No trouble there. 2 batters later, Sheldon Nueze draws a walk on a 3-2 cutter off the outside corner. And the Tigers have a 2-out base runner for Jake Rogers. He gets a pitch to hit up and in, turns on it, hits a line drive into left, but that would be caught for the final out of the inning. And it's still 2-0 as we head to the third inning here at Comerica Park. 2 away in the inning now for Travis Shaw, just a soft chopper back up the middle. Chang kind of has some trouble with it, but he does recover to get the out, and it would be a 1-2-3 scoreless top half of the third. As now the Tigers going to give it a shot in the bottom half. First batter is Dawel Lugo. He hits one up the middle, hit well, but a nice play at short to get to it on the forehand, throws to first. That's the first out. Then it's Nico Goodrum. 3-1 pitch to him is a circle change, apparently called low there, so it's another walk for Perez, and Tigers have some speed on first. They're going to put him in motion on a 2-1 pitch, and he is into second with the stolen base. Next pitch to Brantley is a fastball in that he couldn't get around on, and that would end the threat for the Tigers in the third. Still 2-0 as Chang going back to work. 2 outs now. It's Brian O'Grady again going down swinging. That is 5 Ks for Xiaoqing Chang, as he has kind of settled in since that first inning and is now 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Marwin Gonzalez with 2 away, routine grounder to third, and again a 1-2-3 inning for Perez, as through 4 innings it is still 2-0. 1 away in the inning for Kevin Biggio. Nico Goodrum, kind of a tough play here, chopper up the middle, he gets to it, makes the throw. That would be the second out. Then it's Vlad Guerrero Jr., soft chopper to second. Lugo having to charge it. He makes that play, and it's a scoreless fifth for Chang, as he again kind of really settled in after that first inning, is starting to pitch well. On to the fifth. First batter is Sheldon Nueze. He hits one deep to right center, and it is a long way out there. He doesn't run well, but this is going to be an easy triple, as it just took forever for anybody to get to that ball. So the Tigers in business with a runner on third, nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth. Next batter is Jake Rogers. He gets one to hit, hits it off of Perez, and they are not going to have a play. So 1 run comes in to score. It's an infield single for Rogers and an RBI, as it's now 2-1. Still nobody out in the inning, as you see Perez there. He's going to just shake this one off, and he would continue for the Blue Jays. Next batter is Dawel Lugo. 3-2 pitch to him is right down the chute, and he golfs it out to center field, got under that one. That would be handled easily for the first out. Then it's Nico Goodrum. 3-1 pitch to him is down out of the zone. Another walk for Perez, and it is now first and second for the Tigers. And it's Lawrence Walker. 0-1 pitch right down the middle. He takes this ball into right field. Rogers going to make the turn and head for home, and he is in to tie this ball game at 2, just ahead of the throw. An RBI single for Lawrence Walker there. And Perez not out of the water yet. Next batter is Michael Brantley. Tough pitch there, but he does handle it. A good job getting it out into shallow center field. It gets down. Run comes in to score. It is now 3-2. The Tigers lead this one. Pitch count getting up there on Perez. It's still first and second, 1 out, and they are going to turn to the bullpen. He pitched pretty well, really, up until this last inning, where the Tigers started to get to him as maybe fatigue was setting in. They are going to turn to right-hander Thomas Hatch, as you see the numbers out of the bullpen in 9 appearances so far this year. First batter, he faces C.J. Cron, a 3-2 pitch. It was fastball that was hittable, but he gets way under this one, pops it up, and handled easily by Guerrero at third for the second out. Then it's Bert Kohler. They aren't even going to give him a chance. 3-0 pitch, nowhere close, and he's on with a 4-pitch walk to load the bases. And then it's Marwin Gonzalez. 1-2 pitch was off the plate away. He hits it pretty well, but got under that one, and that would be handled in center, no trouble. But the Tigers jump out to a 3-2 lead, as the bats finally getting it done for them in the bottom of the fifth. On to the sixth. Chang still out there. First batter, Gurriel. He hits one back up the middle for a leadoff single. And Chang at 89 pitches now, so we'll have to keep an eye on that, because he's got to be getting to the end of his leash. But the next batter he faces is Hernandez. He hits a ground ball to short. Tigers with a good turn there to get the 6-4-3 double play, and it's 2 for the price of the 1 for the Tigers. But they are now at 96 pitches with Chang, and Gardenhire is going to go ahead and turn to the bullpen. This was a gritty performance from him, as he really labored in that first inning, throwing nearly 40 pitches, and then grinds out 5 2/3 and is in position for a win now, as they are going to turn to veteran left-hander Tony Watson, who has pitched well so far for the Tigers this year, and he quickly induces a routine 4-3 ground out there to end the inning here in the sixth. On to the seventh now, as the Tigers go scoreless in their half. With 1 away, nice play by Nueze there on the backhand with a jump throw, made that look pretty easy. That was the second out of the inning. Then it's Brian O'Grady. He's struck out now for the 3rd time in this ball game, as the Tigers are ahead 3-2 as we head to the stretch. With 1 away now in the bottom of the 7th, it is Lawrence Walker, hits a ball in the hole, nice backhand and a jump throw there, and he gets him. And Walker runs pretty well, so that is a heck of a play there. As the Tigers went scoreless in their half of the 7th. Now on to the 8th, where the Tigers going to turn to another veteran lefty in Scott Alexander, who has not been very good for them this year. 3-2 pitch for the first batter, grounds 1 to third, over to first for the first out. Then it's Kevin Biggio, couldn't catch the slider down, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. And then it was Vlad Guerrero Jr. 2-2 pitch to him is down out of the zone, and he couldn't get it. That will do it for the Blue Jays in the 8th. Nice inning of work there for Scott Alexander as we head to the bottom of the 8th. First batter is C.J. Cron. 3-0 pitch is a fastball up out of the zone, so it's a 4-pitch walk to start the inning, and that's usually not a good thing as a pitcher. Bert Kohler chases one down in the dirt for the strikeout there, and that would be the first out of the inning. Then 2 batters later, it's Sheldon Aweze. Keeps this ball just fair down the third base line. Crone going to hustle into third. He was moving on the pitch as it was 3-2 with 2 away. Now first and third, 2 down for Castro. He rips one down the right field line. That ball was crushed but hooked foul. And then a couple pitches later, just a routine chopper back to the mound over to first to end the inning. So the Blue Jays have a chance here in the top of the 9th to just get 1 run and hopefully tie this thing up, as the Tigers going to turn to Jordan Hicks. He has been outstanding for them. 7 appearances so far this year, 6 saves and as many opportunities, but he starts things off with a walk to Gurriel Jr. So immediately the tying run is on base. Now 1-2 for Oscar Hernandez, who is caught looking at some serious heat from Hicks there for the first strikeout. Look here, he's just like, what the heck was that blur that just went by? Then it's Travis Shaw. 3-2 pitch to him is 100 miles an hour, and he couldn't catch up with that. That's the second out, second strikeout for Hicks. And then why not? Randall Grichuk, how about 100 miles an hour one more time, and that does it for the Blue Jays. Good job by Hicks to bounce back and get the save after the leadoff walk there. Chang, also kind of a bounce-back performance in his own regard, as he really struggled in that first inning and then really put it together. And with 5 2/3 of work, picks up the win in this one. He gave up 3 hits and 4 walks over that stretch, struck out 5, 2 earned, and both of those came in the first inning. Then Hicks, you see the 1 walk and 3 strikeouts as he gets player of the game honors. With Martin Perez, really just a rough 5th inning, but he takes the loss in this one. As we look at the overall numbers for the Tigers, 6 hits, 5 walks, and 3 strikeouts as a team. Goodrum had a stolen base. The bullpen for the Tigers was outstanding. Combined, this team only gave up 3 hits for the game. 5 walks is a little more than you'd like to see, but 11 strikeouts as they take the win here at Comerica Park. And we're going to go right back out to some more action where the Yankees are going to host the Tigers, who are now 15-9 on the year. The Tigers playing well, but they're up against an 18-8 Yankees ball club, so they're going to have to be pretty sharp in this one. And you see Michael Brantley kind of trying to get the guys fired up before the ball game. On the hill for the Yankees is Luis Severino. This guy won 19 games in 2020 and is pitching well in the early going here in 2021. You see the whip of .82 through 5 starts is just phenomenal. So this could be a tough one for the Tigers. We'll see if they can get the bats going and hopefully get to the bullpen, because this guy is tough. First batter is Travis Jankowski. 2-2 pitch. He just lifts a routine fly into left for the first out. And it's Cameron Maybin with 1 away. He can't catch up to the fastball up. Just gets under it for a simple pop-up in the infield. That's 2 away. Then Michael Brantley. 3-2 pitch to him is a fastball up. He hits it hard, but they were playing him to pull. And even though that ball was pretty much right in the traditional right center field gap, that's caught for the third out. Tigers sending Spencer Turnbull to the hill. He has pitched well so far this year, but if you remember last year, he pitched at Yankee Stadium against this Yankees team and did pitch pretty well, but unfortunately couldn't get Giancarlo Stanton out, who hit 3 home runs in that game as they lost, I think, 4-3. Anyway, first batter he faces, Andrelton Simmons, routine ground out to short. Next batter is Gio Urshela, just lifts one into right for the second out. And then it was Gleyber Torres. 3-2 pitch to him is a slider down and away. He hits a ground ball over to second, handled there by Goodrum on to first for the final out. So good start for Turnbull. On to the second, it's Bert Kohler, who continues to just absolutely rake for this team, and he starts off the inning with a leadoff single, hit well into center field there. Then it's David Bodie. He can't touch the slider. That pitch was very hittable, but he was just kind of out in front of it. That's the first strikeout for Severino. Then it's Marwin Gonzalez, 2-0 pitch. There goes Kohler. He's going to steal second. So this guy just absolutely does it all for the Tigers offensively. And then later in the at-bat, they end up just kind of pitching carefully to Gonzalez after it was, he was ahead in the count. So now it's first and second. But Castro hits the ball well right at the first baseman, and that's going to be a 3-6-3 double play to end the inning. And we'll head to the bottom of the second, still scoreless. First batter, Aaron Judge. 1-2 pitch is a slider down out of the zone. He couldn't connect. There's a strikeout for Turnbull. Then Andujar, just a soft liner over to second. Then it's Giancarlo Stanton. A little bit of revenge for Turnbull as he gets the strikeout looking at the slider on the knees at the outside corner. Nice pitch there as Turnbull off to a great start here at Yankee Stadium. Now one away in the third as Goodrum is going to draw a walk. So they've got some speed on the bases with one out now. Then Jankowski, a 2-1 pitch to him. He lays down an absolutely perfect bunt. He tried to barehand it, but he was not going to have a play anyway, and it is now first and second with one away here in the third. Now it's Cameron Maven, 0-2 pitch to him. Looked like he held up, but the first base umpire says he went around, and that's the second strikeout for Severino. Look again here. I think this is garbage, but it's not real life, and that's what happens sometimes. So 3-2 now for Michael Brantley. Had a pitch to hit there, just pops it up on the infield. That would end the threat here in the third as the Tigers go scoreless yet again. Now Turnbull back out there. 3-1 pitch to Luke Voigt. Hits the ball into the left center field gap. That would get down for a one-out single. So the first base runner of the game for the Yankees. Next batter is Aaron Hicks. 2-2 pitch to him. Nice fastball on the outside corner there. He couldn't catch up with it. Third K for Turnbull. And then it's Andrelton Simmons. 0-2 pitch. Hits a soft ground ball to first. Kohler steps on the bag, and we go to the fourth. We are scoreless through 3 innings here at Yankee Stadium. First batter, Bert Kohler. How about this? Up the middle again. He's 2 for 2 in the ball game with a stolen base to his credit already. And the Tigers in business. As you see the hits leaders there for the Tigers. And even though this guy has drawn a ton of walks, he's also leading this team in hits. He is off to a very impressive campaign in his rookie season. And he's not done yet. 2-1 pitch. He's going to steal second again. So 2 hits, 2 stolen bases for a first baseman. The guy can just absolutely do it all. And then David Bodie again striking out here. Third K for Severino. So rough go of it so far for Bodie. And then Marwin Gonzalez hits a ball to third. Kind of had some trouble with it and then makes a wide throw to first. But Voigt hangs on and keeps his foot on the bag for the second out. Then Castro swings through a slider. That was a hittable pitch. But that's 4 Ks now for Severino through 4 innings. And we would go to the bottom of the fourth. One away for Gleyber Torres. He swings at a slider. Nice pitch from Turnbull. He is locating the ball very well in this one, and that is his 4th strikeout. Then 3-1 pitch to Aaron Judge. He hits the ball down the right field line. Bodie diving stop, knocks it down, then recovers, gets to the bag just ahead of Judge. And that would do it for the Yankees as we go to the 5th. 3-2, now 2 away in the inning. Jankowski pulls one, would have been gone, but hooks it foul. And a couple pitches later, he delivers a single into right field with 2 away. He runs well, so we'll see if they try and put him in motion and make something happen, as 1 run might win this thing. But first, a look at the batting average leaders in the American League is the Tigers sitting in 3rd in that category. A huge improvement from last season, so you like to see that. Now Cameron Maven, a 2-1 pitch, hits this ball well to left, but just missed it apparently, as that would be caught without much trouble for the final out of the inning. Bottom of the 5th now. Andujar starting things off. Gets a hanging curveball there. Takes it into left field down to the corner. He's going to make the turn and head for second and get in for a leadoff double. So trouble for Spencer Turnbull now. And it's Giancarlo Stanton. He's caught looking for the second time now. 2 Ks in as many appearances for him. And Turnbull's got to like getting some revenge on him versus the game he had last year. Then it's a ball into right field with 1 out. Aggressive move to try and tag and get to third here, but he does. So a 2-way runner on third. And then it's Luke Voigt. 0-1 pitch kind of jams him there. He pops it up into foul territory, and Kohler would run that one down to end the inning. Still no score after 5 here at Yankee Stadium. 2 away in the 6th now for David Bodie. A 3rd strikeout for him. And the Tigers go scoreless in their half. Then it's Aaron Hicks to start off the 6th. Hits the ball to the left side, the only infielder on that side of the ballpark, but gets it done. Scoreless inning for them, and the Yankees are going to turn to Ryan Castellani out of the bullpen as the pitch count was getting up there for Severino. So maybe the Tigers with an opportunity to get a run now that they've got the bullpen out there. But first batter, Gonzalez hits one well to right. That would be caught. Then Castro hits one well to right. But this would come up just shy of the track for the second out. And then it's Harold Castro. 3-0 pitch to him is off the outside corner, so it's a 4-pitch walk now. And the Tigers have a base runner for Nico Goodrum. 2-1 pitch to him. He hits it well, but that's going to be handled by the second baseman. Over to first for the final out in the 7th. We go to the stretch. It's still scoreless here in New York, and now Turnbull back out there for his half of the 7th. Gets a swing and strike out there for the first out. 6 Ks for Turnbull. Then it's Aaron Judge. 2-2 pitch to him. Slider down and away. He couldn't connect. And now 2 away for Miguel Andujar. 1-0 pitch to him is a soft liner over to third, handled by Bodie. And we go to the 8th, still scoreless in this one. First batter is Jankowski. He hits one well to right, but Judge going to be under that one for the first out. Then it's Cameron Maben, 2-1 pitch. A hittable changeup there, up and in, but he hits a hard grounder to short. Handle on the backhand, jump throw to first to get him for the second out. Then Michael Brantley, a 3-2 pitch. They were playing him to pull, and he takes this one into left field all the way to the wall, and he's into second with a 2-out double. They're going to intentionally walk Kohler, probably a wise decision there with an open base. And now that would set up a 2-out RBI opportunity for David Bodie, who has really struggled in this one. And he hits a routine chopper to third, over to first for the final out in the 8th. Spencer Turnbull still out there for the Tigers, and he would get Giancarlo Stanton a third time now, as that's just a ground ball to third. Harmless 5-3 put out for the first out. Then Gary Sanchez, 3-1 pitch just off the outside black for ball 4. And with 1 away in the 8th, Gardenhire going to turn to the bullpen, but what an outing for Spencer Turnbull in this one. He goes 7 1/3. He is responsible for the runner on first, but they're going to turn to Joe Jimenez, who has struggled so far for the Tigers this year. So they will need a good outing from him in this one if they're going to hang on. 0-2 pitch to Voit. He hangs a slider. Voit hits this ball deep to left center field. Probably fortunate for the Tigers that bounces over the wall for a ground roll double. So it's second and third. They're going to intentionally walk the next batter to load the bases and set up the double play. That was 9-hitter Aaron Hicks. Then Andrelton Simmons hits a hard grounder to second. Looked like Goodrum had a tailor-made double play, but he can't handle it. And they don't get anybody, so that really hurts. It's now 1-0, still bases loaded. And that was a ball that I felt like should have been ruled an error. They call this an infield single. Goodrum kind of hanging his head there. That ball should have been a double play. So Jimenez does a good job here coming back, getting the strikeout there for the second out. And then it's Gleyber Torres, 0-2 pitch. He's out in front of a changeup. Jimenez actually pitching pretty well in this one, in my opinion, but unfortunately not getting the job done there. Now it's Aroldis Chapman coming on in the 9th. He has been lights out for the Yankees so far this year. First batter he faces, this is the 13th pitch of the at-bat to Marwin Gonzalez. And I don't know if it's just fatigue or what, but now he's got some sore hands as that thing just shatters his bat down around the handle. 102 miles an hour on that one, and that's the first out. Tigers now going to turn to Jake Rogers off the bench to pinch hit for Jason Castro, giving them a righty-lefty matchup. 2-2 pitch to him. No chance. Not a very good opportunity when your only at bat is off of this guy. And they're going to try it again with C.J. Cron now, pinch hitting for Harold Castro. And it's a 1-2 slider down and in on the back foot. He couldn't touch it. Strike 3 to end the ball game. The Yankees win this one in a pitcher's duel, 1-0. Tough loss for the Tigers as they had some opportunities offensively, just could not push across a run in this one in a rare 1-0 finish in Major League Baseball. As Chapman gets the player of the game honors with his save opportunity, Castellani getting the win for the Yankees, and Turnbull unfortunately saddled with the loss after pitching very well in this one. Just 2 hits and a walk over 7 1/3 while striking out 7. Tigers only managed 5 hits in this one, 4 walks, 7 strikeouts. Really rough day for David Bodie, going 0 for 4 with 3 Ks. Kohler, the 2 hits, a walk, and 2 stolen bases. And then Jimenez pitched better than those numbers reflect, in my opinion. But guys, that's going to do it for this one. Drop a like, subscribe, and comment below, and we will see you all next time.